Countdown to the Democratic National Convention. Barack Obama will soon arrive in Denver to accept his party's nomination. Will this convention help him cross the finish line first? What about Hillary Clinton and her role? And the Republicans will preview their convention and what's in store for them. All that and more with some of the best political folks in the country on this special Democratic Convention edition of Roll Call TV.
From CNA Studios on Capitol Hill, this is Roll Call with Robert Traynham.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special convention edition of Roll Call TV. I'm Robert Traynham, and as always, thanks for joining us. Well, in just a few short hours, tens of thousands of Democrats will open the 46th Democratic National Convention in Denver, Colorado. In other words, the Mile High City. Flush with cash and seemingly the full backing of the Democratic leadership, Barack Obama and his running mate are in store for a four-day, highly orchestrated political extravaganza, with speakers such as Michelle Obama, Bob Casey, and of course, one of the most famous names in America, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Well, we'll talk about that and, of course, what the Democrats hope to achieve with their convention and what kind of bounce is expected when Senator Obama accepts his party's nomination in front of 75,000 cheering Democrats. We'll also preview the Republican National Convention, which is expected to start on September 1st. And joining us to break down all things convention-related is Obama supporter Paul Braithwaite, former McCain advisor Todd Harris, and Aaron Billings, associate editor of Roll Call newspaper. Welcome, convention team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Sunday to you all. First, let's start off with Michelle Obama. She is expected to speak at the Democratic National Convention, as I mentioned before, tomorrow night, Monday evening, and she's going to open it up with One America. That's the theme. Paul Braithwaite, let me start with you. You obviously worked on Capitol Hill for many years as a executive director of the Congressional Black Caucus. Why have Michelle Obama open up this convention?
Well, I think she knows Barack Obama better than anyone else does, and what the convention I think really is going to be about is telling Barack Obama's story and having his wife sort of lead that off and talk about their past and what this all has meant to them the last several months is a good way to start off. Speaker Pelosi will also speak tomorrow evening as a leader of the Democratic Party and a chair of the convention.
She actually officially opens it up.
She officially opens it up tomorrow evening. And so the lineup tomorrow is some leadership, some people who are very, very close to the senator and know him best.
Todd Harris, isn't this really about Michelle Obama humanizing Barack Obama? A lot of folks out there at least have the perception that Senator Obama is aloof. He has been labeled as an elitist. Some folks out there think that he's a little bit detached to a certain degree. And so what Michelle Obama potentially could do is say, you know what, this is a guy that I married, 20 years ago. He's a guy that, puts on his pants just like everyone else. In other words, is this a way for Democrats and, more importantly, the American people to see Barack Obama through Michelle Obama's eyes?
Absolutely. There's no question that that's what this is about. Remember, one of the key swing voter constituencies in this campaign is going to be married, working, middle-class women. And so there's no better way to let those voters, to try to communicate to those voters that Barack Obama is on their side than to showcase, to open up the convention tomorrow with a speech by his wife. Typically in these big convention speeches, you've got the character, those who attest to your character, and those who attest to your policy positions. And as Paul was saying, there's no one better to talk about the character, the kind of person that Barack Obama would be as president than his wife.
Can I just say one thing?
Please, go ahead.
Also, Michelle is trying to introduce herself to the American public. As you know, a lot of people have wondered who she is. And as they introduce Barack Obama to the American public and try to create his story, she's part of that story, and a lot of people want to feel like they know her. And
Aaron, how important is that folks size up Michelle Obama, who has more than a 50% chance, or depending on the polls, that she very well may be our next First Lady?
It's critical. I mean, I think at the end of the day, people are also going to judge Michelle Obama, and they're going to have to decide if they like her, if they don't like her, and that all fits into the voters' perception of Barack Obama as the president. They want to feel like they have a relationship with these people. They want to feel like they know these people, and she's a big part of that.
Speaking of big part of the convention and opening up, on Tuesday night is the anniversary of the women's right to vote, and the keynote speaker, Hillary Rodham Clinton. What's in store for Tuesday night? What do you think, Paul?
Well, I think this is giving Senator Clinton her just due. I mean,
Which is?
Which is she ran a historic race in that no woman has ever gained as many delegates as she has. No woman has ever been in the race as long as she had. She competed in all of the states. She has earned the right to speak on Tuesday night, and it's just coincidental, obviously, that it's also the anniversary of the constitutional amendment giving women the right to vote. You'll also have another milestone to come Thursday evening when you'll have the 45th anniversary of the "I Have a Dream" speech.
Democrats have all these great milestones. We're competing with, the NFL. It's not fair.
But let's kind of look into the window of what Senator Clinton is expected to say on Tuesday night. Will she say, you know what, folks out there, all of you out there that are frustrated with me not going all the way to the finish line, will she say you have to support Barack Obama, or will she say, you know what, do whatever you want, but you know what, I think you should vote for Barack Obama? I guess my question is, will she be very forceful, or do you think she will be, do you think she'll say, you know what, vote your conscience, Barack Obama's a great guy, get off the stage?
I think she's going to be forceful. I mean, I think part of the negotiations going into this convention was, okay, we're going to give Hillary Clinton the platform that she, as Paul said, is due, and we're going to give her the opportunity to speak to the American public. But I think in exchange, they're going to expect, and I think she will deliver, the unity, the big hug, the big tent, the big envelope that they all need to get everyone on board behind Barack Obama. And let's not forget, her name is going to be put into a nomination on Thursday. That didn't happen in a vacuum either. I think behind the scenes there was a lot of discussion about what will we do for you, what will you do for us. They need each other at this point, and I think if she did anything short of giving a full-on endorsement, a full-on call for unity behind Barack Obama, that it would not go over well, and I don't think she would do that.
Paul, the latest poll shows that 52%, a slim majority of Clinton supporters, say that they will vote for Barack Obama. Here it is in August of 2008. You're roughly 72, 73 days left until Election Day. That's not good news for Barack Obama right now. He probably needs 60 to 70% of Hillary Clinton supporters to say, Barack Obama's my guy. Why isn't he doing better with Clinton supporters?
Well, he's still ahead in the polls, so he's obviously doing very well. And if he gets to the numbers that you talk about, which I think he's at right now, I mean, I don't think he could be ahead in the polls and not have that enthusiasm that's behind him. I think he's unified the party. I think that Senator Clinton has helped to unify the party. They all love this country. Bill and Hillary Clinton love this country, and they know that Barack Obama would be the best person to be president of the United States for the next 4 years. And they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that that happens. I believe that the senator...
Which one?
The senator from Illinois,
okay.
The junior senator from Illinois, the presumptive Democratic nominee, and shortly will be the nominee, will be fully embraced at the convention by a host of other members of the leadership, including the Clintons.
But I'm not talking about at the convention. I'm talking about in the hinterlands. I'm talking about in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Texas, states that Senator Clinton won. Todd, do you think that that Senator Obama has done enough to bring all of those Clinton supporters into his fold?
He clearly hasn't done enough, because it's not only just a slim majority of Clinton supporters who say that they're going to support Obama. Depending on what poll you look at, anywhere from 20 to 25% of them say that they're going to actually vote for John McCain. So Hillary Clinton needs to be more than just forceful in her speech on Tuesday night. She literally needs to reach through the television set and drag some of these supporters of hers who are still holding out, drag them across the line to Senator Obama. One of the reasons why this race is as close as it is right now is because Obama has not coalesced the Democratic Party around his candidacy to the degree that he's going to need to win in November.